Hi again, everyone. I'm Mike Lucas for UWBadgers.com with Tuesday's practice report from Camp Randall Stadium. Defensively, the Spartans have been getting a lot of mileage nationally out of their 60 minutes of unnecessary roughness theme. What kind of impact might that have on Wisconsin's offensive line from a discipline standpoint?
I think it's tough for any position having, somebody come at you like that. Maybe I've seen a couple things that they did and they got penalized for, and they talk about being unnecessary all the time. But for us, it just comes down to doing our jobs and doing what we're doing. We're having the scouts do things that are, pushing us around, trying to push us to the edge and trying to get us to react, and I think that helps us prepare for it throughout the week.
Discipline is very important. You get a lot of those 15-yard calls when you react to something. It's always the second guy. It's never the first guy, as they say. So if you can be disciplined, they'll try to go at you again, try to stir you up, try to get you out of your game. So discipline not only will help you as far as getting yardage, but discipline is going to help you stay focused in the game and continue to do your job, which allows us to be successful.
Michigan State has had 16 quarterback sacks and 23 TFLs over the last two games combined against Ohio State and Michigan. How are the Badgers going to protect Russell Wilson and handle that type of pressure?
Michigan State comes from a lot of places on the field. They'll come in the middle, they'll come on the edges, so we got to be alert. We have to know as an offensive line where we have to be at all times. It's very important so Russell can be comfortable in the pocket, so we can get the throws out, have them be accurate, so we can have that part of our game plan intact.
Michigan State always throws a lot of different pressures at us, and I think that's one of the greatest challenges we have throughout the year. And we played them, every year back and back and back, and they always throw new pressures, but a lot of the same pressures over and over. So I think it's a challenge for us to be able to pick those up and be on the right communication and things like that. We had a few breakdowns in Nebraska and NIU, and we really would like to get that picked up and straightened out. So I think for us, protecting Russell is one of our biggest concerns, and we're excited for the challenge.
The Badgers lost their Big Ten opener last season at Michigan State. What did they take from that loss that might help them Saturday night at Spartan Stadium?
I think everyone was disappointed in the trip last year and the way that it worked. I didn't play in the game myself, but I made the trip and just saw the way that it panned out. I think we didn't take care of ourselves in the first half enough, and then we ran out of possessions in the second half. So it's something that we need to go in there and know that every possession is important, that we need to go out and try and score on every possession, because you're going to run out of possessions, and if they get up, they're obviously a great defense, and they're going to be able to bring the pressure and kind of slow us down then.
I learned that it's important to get started right away. We didn't really get started very much until the second half, and by then we only had, I think, 3 or 4 more possessions. So every possession counts. You gotta get in there. You gotta get going right away. Otherwise, you can get behind. Also, we learned about what kind of environment it is. A lot of people, it was the first time traveling there, so it was almost a blessing last year that we got that experience. So now we know how to correct it, and that's been our drive. And we know what we have to do, and we're going to work in practice every day, knowing what we're going to go into.
That's our Tuesday practice report from Camp Randall Stadium. Tomorrow we'll check in with the defense. Thanks for watching UWBadgers.com.